August 8th, 2012, and it is 12:06 a.m. midnight, 6 past. I had to take a couple hour little nap. That's all I do is I take naps between the work. Then I roll right out of bed, get a hot cup of tea, take a pee, whatever I need to do, and then get right back to work 24/7, 365 now. And that's the way it's going to be for the rest of my goddamn life until I finally I'm heard, you know. No pun intended. It's amazing that out of 1 million contacts made with my music in the last month, there have been a grand total of 3 fuck-offs and motherfucker letters. My last site, there were like every day, 8 or, not, I don't know, a bunch. I can't remember how many, but a lot, of rude, just twisted fucks. And on this site, it's been the 3 that did jack with me, and I did a little something to help them out too. Even though I don't have time, I put them in I bookmark them and keep track and kind of look at it and just make sure they don't, everybody has multiple accounts, so I keep track of their IP, and generally I don't retaliate, but it depends, I get pissy sometimes myself, but yeah, it's stunning that it's like thousands of letters of support, and people love my music because I haven't tied the music to this site, and then like 3 fuck yous. And when I went to the fuck you people site, it was obvious right away. Like one guy had a video that had like 1 million hits, which was disturbing on its own. But I was offended by it, and art is really hard to offend me. It was depicted American Indians being slaughtered set to a disco beat, and I couldn't even I couldn't even believe YouTube allowed that kind of shit. It was really vile. And then I should have flagged it. Fuck, that was like a few weeks ago. The other kid was a cutter who was like trying to cut himself on camera, but not really, and sort of an angry young man type deal. And I get that, And then the other guy was the guy his site plainly said, this one really got me thinking though, on a better level. It plainly said, you contact me in any way and I will post fuck you all over your shit. And he did, And I had a little spam to clean up, and I usually just click, and I'm so focused, I just there's a hater, here and there, or a negative, even somebody now who has like a really, really, like if I contact somebody and they write back, who are you, or a crowd, I don't have time for that. There's so many thousands of people writing me, and emails, and so subscribe to you and crap like that, I don't have time to play. And if it seems like it's going to be sort of a stickler person who wants to just go back and forth about who subscribed, who didn't, why, when, and where, I just block them. I'm sorry. I'd love to have, it doesn't, one guy out of millions doesn't, I try to be nice, kind, and respectful to everybody, but that's the way it goes. There's another email. How long is, I'm already 3:53 in. But my point on this video, I'm actually trying to make points, make a point here and there, and the point on this one is that if you're on the internet, and especially if you're a musician or an artist trying to be heard, man, this beard really makes me look old. What kind of a moronic, idiotic fool would put a public video up on the internet with hopes of sort of quote unquote, making it kind of a thing, making it, and then get pissed off when somebody contacts them, musicians and artists and actors, whatever, guitar players, drummers, who knows, putting their stuff on the internet. You're there to make connections. Every time I can make a connection with somebody, I click subscribe. If I can make a friend or a connection or whatever, and it's a numbers game. And then out of those numbers, I always click subscribe, and I okay everybody's friend request, whatever, because the more connections you make, the more your name is out there, and the more your goal is getting into focus. And the people, I don't understand the people. One guy, like last time I did this internet marketing, the guy, I said he was a Call of Duty kid, which are notoriously, difficult to deal with at times. Although I love Call of Duty, and I don't play it anymore because I don't have time. But I dug it. He was a video game kid, and I subscribed to him because I actually liked the video game video he had made. And he immediately wrote back, "Why the fuck did you subscribe to me?" And I'm like, "So let me get this straight, kid. You put a public video on YouTube and you want people to watch it, but you don't want people to watch it or subscribe to you. You don't want to interact with other people. Like, why don't you kind of rethink that whole strategy? Because it doesn't make any fucking sense, So, I mean, obviously people have pages where they're just exchanging videos with friends, and that's fine and that's cool, but I'm a YouTube professional. I have made a really decent living at it before, and I will again, and what can I say? But yeah, I mean, and it helps develop a bulletproof exterior, because I'm just like, when the very, very rare, like 3 times in a month, hate mail comes in, even before that, I'm like, doing something else, and it's like, it's almost like, really? So you posted some public music on the internet and somebody wrote "fuck you"? Really? That goes on? You're kidding me. Yeah, of course, occasionally, stuff, and no matter what site you have, you're going to get weirdos and fucking crazy shit. But overwhelmingly, I mean, every minute almost now, I get letters of support. People like what I'm doing. They want to identify with me. They want to communicate, and it's just been incredible. And really, what it is the stuff is much more there. It's much more there versus the other sites I've had. It's not fully there, and some is maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's always my goal to make it more, make it better. And with music, you're always aiming to. Music communicates emotion, really, and you're always aiming to sort of refine that process. And so I'll never stop doing that. That's the fun of it, is being able to communicate better and better. But yeah, the people on the internet the very few, but the ones who they posted a public video and get pissed off when you interact with them. Well, it's all about it's a web, of interaction, and the more your little page is out there and linked to thousands of other pages, and it's all over the place, the more people are going to come by and the more interaction you're going to have. So you can't afford to be discriminating about, well, now you subscribe to me this, and why do you feel that you want to watch it's like, fuck, dude. I'm amazed that the kids on here and the people on here are much more hip than me, because most people that I send a connection request to or whatever immediately okay it and say thank you, and I'm like, what's all that about? Well, they're smart, because they're getting a hit to their site, and I will usually almost always watch, like, and comment, even with the thousands of them I get a day now. I at least go there, and if it's only I can do a professional A&R listen, which is verse and chorus, I will do that and comment, and so yeah, it's all about connections, and it's unbelievable how off track some people are on this whole deal. And I kind of know that because I was kind of one of those douchebags at one time about all this. How dare you write me a fucking email? I mean, quite a long time ago, but sure. But it just goes to show me, like, how much I've grown as an artist and a person, that now I see that as complete lunacy. Every connection you can make on the internet is gold in your pocket, and it's furthering you and getting you closer to your goal. 10:03.